Hello everyone, Atram and John here, and we are doing another Khans of Tarkir Draft. So our pack here has a Deathdealer, right John?
The card's absurd.
Yeah, the card's absurd. I'm debating playing it in Standard here, but we'll see. I think I might take it. I mean,
Yeah,
Anoink Bonkin's pretty solid, but I think I'd rather have a Deathdealer.
sure. Bonkin. No, Deathdealer's way better than Bonkin, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I think we're just gonna take the Deathdealer.
Yeah,
What are we passing? Let's see. What will someone pick? Someone will pick the Bonkin.
there's a lot of good cards here.
Someone might pick the Horde Ambusher, Smite.
Mystic is pretty good.
This guy, yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
decent. All right,
Even if you have synergy with Bonkin, I still think Deathdealer is better.
right. I could maybe depends on how much synergy you have with the Bonkin.
I think even if you have absurd synergy, it's still better.
Maybe. All right, with this pack, this guy's very solid.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, Soothsayer is also pretty good.
yeah, actually, I don't mind the Soothsayer. I've definitely had like one or two of them in a deck before, and that card can be ridiculous.
Now, with our synergy thing, also incremental growth has been growing on me. I do like that card a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it hasn't grown on me yet, but I don't know.
Nightblade is fine.
Yeah, okay. Let's take the Nightblade. Oh, Hardened Scales? Sultai Scavenger?
I think the Scavenger is our pick here.
Yeah, we'll just kind of stick to... We'll
Something.
try to stay out of Abzan if possible, probably, because we've passed enough Abzan stuff.
Yeah. Evzen tends to get overdrafted. Sultai tends to be underdrafted, so maybe we get a good Sultai deck.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, we'll know if, for example, the Soothsayer wheels, then all in on Sultai at that
Yeah.
point.
I doubt that will happen, but it could happen. Now here we get past the Chief of the Scale. That's interesting.
That is interesting. We have one warrior so far, so it's definitely worth consideration. Hooting Mandrills has grown on me a bit. It's not the worst. Jungle Hollow is always fine and helps fix our mana.
Now, do you like the 2/3 Chief or the 3/2 Chief better?
I like both, but I think I like the 3/2 Chief just a little bit better than the 2/3 Chief.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2/3 Chief definitely has its uses because making your guys survive combat is very important.
So what are we picking here? Chief, Jungle Hollow, Mandrills?
I want to avoid the Chief, so I'm thinking it's one of these two.
You want to avoid the Chief.
Because we passed like Anoink Bonkin and other stuff in Abzan.
Okay, we can just take the fixing. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, we've already passed some good stuff in Abzan, so I'd rather avoid Abzan, especially since it's an overdraft color.
Well, we get a Swarm.
Yeah, Swarm Bloodflies has definitely grown on me. I hated that card the first time I saw it. I'm like, this thing is bad, and then now I'm like, this thing is good.
Well, yeah.
Turns out, once you play with a card, you know how good a card can actually be.
We want it to still be bad, but it turns out it's better than it looks.
Right.
It looks pretty bad.
It looks bad, but it's better than it looks.
I wouldn't want to play with too many of them. I think 3 would be way too many.
Yeah, I'm even hesitant to go into 2 of them, but one of them is just right.
Yeah.
2 I could see depending on your deck, but 1 is really nice just to have because you suddenly play it, then you go swing all out, and your opponent's like, crap. If I kill his stuff, then I make that thing huge, I can't kill that. So far we've just got black with a splash of green, but we'll...
Now, I was just going to say this.
Charm.
I was just going to say this. What happens if we get past an Abzan Charm? I think we got to take it, right?
Yeah, I think so too. It's just awkward.
We could take Smoke Teller. Like, that's... No, I don't think that... We should not even consider that. I think we're getting a sign here.
Mean, I'm pretty certain an Abzan Charm at pick 6 is a sign.
Yeah.
Go Abzan. Okay.
All right, so we missed out on a chief. Yeah, we missed out on a chief of the scale. We took a land over it.
Yeah.
Guess it's fine.
Well, fixing is still perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
The Abomination of Goodall is powerful, but again, that's definitely gives you the question of, do you rather play Sultai or do you play Abzan?
Yeah, well, we're being a little open now. I think it's better than Kin Tree Warden.
Or Brave the Sands.
Or Brave the Sands.
Yeah, I think we take this and we just play open for right now.
Yeah,
we have the option to be either Abzan or Sultai, so.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Depending on what still gets passed around, we'll be like, oh, that wasn't taken? Really?
What happens if the Bonkin comes all the way around? That will never happen, but...
No, that won't ever, ever, ever happen.
But maybe it will. We certainly have seen stranger things in some of our drafts. Do you agree with that?
We have seen some weird shit in our draft. Alright, we could take Embodiment of Spring if we want to go Sultai, or we could take, like, the Krumar Bonkin.
Uh-huh. Skill Hunter is fine. Roar the Challenge is fine.
I'm almost thinking maybe we take this. But I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I like Skull Hunter.
Skull Hunter?
Skull Hunter, yeah.
Okay, let's take the Skull Hunter then. It's not a bad creature either way, so...
Yeah. Even with Embodiment, even in a dedicated Sultai deck, I almost still don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, Embodiment, if you're playing Embodiment, it's definitely better in the Temur deck where you need to ramp.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, this is a strong pick here. We have Kumar. What is the Bloodsucker again?
Whenever a creature toughness 4 or greater dies, drain 2, and sack a creature to put a counter on it.
You know, he's not bad.
He's actually not bad. Especially if we're going Abzan. Even though he's a Sultai creature.
Yeah.
I think we take him.
I think we do too.
Between him and the Krumar, if we had taken the Chief, I might have been more leaning towards the Krumar. Since we took that. Another Skull Hunter, or maybe a Shambling Attendance.
Depends. How many warriors do you think we're going to pick up here?
Well, we've got 1, 2
Just
so
two.
far. I mean, we have 2 more packs, so maybe take this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad creature. Worst case, it's just a 2/1 for 2, which is...
Yeah, I think it's fine. Trades with morphs.
Right. Well...
I guess we have a crappy 2/1.
Swap?
Maybe Cranial Archive
Swap?
could be... How about Cranial Archive against the Delve deck?
Fine.
Immediately goes in our sideboard.
I would rather have had the swamp. Like, can I maybe we just cut the counter spell.
Yeah, let's take cancel. We still might be Sultai here.
It's definitely possible.
Ooh, Foil Land.
Foily. Played.
We have so many lands.
We have drafted nearly mono lands. No, we haven't. We've drafted 4 lands.
So if we open Anafenza here, I think we just have to...
How about Ugin's Nexus of Pure Crap?
Wow, that's the worst.
I opened one of those, and I bought like 26 Russian packs, right? I got so gypped. I opened Ugin's Nexus, a Phoenix, which isn't that bad, and a Zergo, and 1 fetch. I'm just like, where's the money?
Yeah, the money is not there.
Parapet?
I think Debilitating Injury is actually...
Okay, yeah, actually, I didn't even see that for some reason. My brain just kind of cut off right here.
Yeah. You know, almost Rough Rider, we have just all the black.
Right, we're just black with a bit of green and a little bit of white, and yeah.
So we've done this thing before where we jumped into Mardu before, but I think Injuries...
yeah, Injury's fine. It kills off morphs. Oh, and hostilities.
That's a card.
That is a card.
Yep.
Secret Plans! We've had a discussion at length about that one. I'm not to play Secret Plans anymore.
Horde Chief is pretty good. Treasure Cruise is pretty good.
I am a big fan of Horde Chief. I actually like Feat of Resistance a lot too.
Yeah, I like that too.
But the question really, end hostilities better than both? Yes, maybe.
I think so. I know some people are not a fan of Wrath, but I really am. If you get the right board position, you almost can't lose when you play a Wrath.
Okay, well then, since we're now in Abzan, because of black, white, or we're in Mardu. We're in either Abzan or Mardu.
Yeah.
So.
And we get busted Sultai card here, and then, of course, that's what happens.
What, you're referring to this?
Yeah, the Aven.
Yeah, the Aven is pretty nuts. Mardu has this.
We have Throttle here.
Throttle's a good removal. So we have Throttle as a removal spell. We have this as a Mardu card. And, like, this is just black-white for now.
Dorky thing. How do you feel about the Throttle?
Yeah, I can see Throttle.
Yeah, we are still...
It is going to start jamming up our 5-drops, though.
Yeah, I think we want just, maybe one more removal spell and then we'll be good.
Okay. Well, how about a Dragon Throne?
And Throttle is fine. Yeah, has this ever worked out for us, though?
There's a video which I didn't post where I got 2 Dragon Thrones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my opponent... In one game, I was just so bored. I had beat my opponent so badly, and I had enough mana that I just played a second Dragon Throne and sacked it. I was like, well, alright, now I'm going to tap my guy, get +4/+4, and kill you.
Yep. Okay.
Or kill shot.
I'm fine with either of these, actually. So, whatever you want.
This card is very powerful, but if you don't get it on the field, it's useless. But then again, if you don't draw this in your hand, it's useless. So...
Yeah.
There's 2 white removal spells, so I think it's fine just to take the round.
Sure. When it's good, it's a blowout.
Right.
Wow, we're getting cut pretty hard here.
Yeah. Maybe we jump into Sultai?
Could take Wind Scout, that's fine.
Yeah. If we jump into Sultai, we lose End Hostilities and Abzan Charm.
Mm-hmm.
But we pick up Wind Scout, which is perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, there's just nothing for us here.
We'll have to see if it keeps up.
Well, here's another Krumar.
Right. Well, I think we pick up the Krumar.
Yeah, it's better than everything.
Right. Oh, a Sultai Charm? That seems good.
That is pretty good.
There's also Fixing... a Mystic, or if we had enough Warriors, there's Rush of Battle.
Yeah. Sultai Charm is probably the weakest of all of them, right? It's still good.
It destroys a creature, pretty much. Most creatures in this format are monocolored.
Okay.
I think we take it. And we get another Abomination of Goodall, so that thing can come in and we can have a second one. Or we could do Quiet Contemplation.
I think I'd rather have the Abomination, right?
Yeah, I mean, Quiet Contemplation is kind of a deck of its own, and we have a lot of creatures right now, so this requires... This goes better in, like, the Goblin Slide deck, and since we already passed on a Goblin Slide, I think Abomination
it's more of a Just Guy thing, right?
Oh, hey, guess what? Our Nexus came back. Yay!
Okay. So we got Parapet or Krumar?
Well, the question is, are we playing the Krumars? I mean, I guess worst case it's a 3/3 for 4, but if we're not playing white...
It's not bad. Parapet's fine, though.
Maybe it's just the Krumar, though, because maybe we just like have one white land in there or something like that. Or we find a way to fix it.
Yeah, whichever is fine.
I think this is fine. If we find a way to fix it, the Krumars just become so much better for us.
I like Parapet more than most.
For example, a banner fixes very well. Produces 2 of our colors and produces white for the Krumar's ability.
Okay.
I mean...
You don't want Sculpkin?
This requires another color.
Yeah, it's just a flying guy.
It's a bad flying guy.
It is pretty bad.
I'd rather take a banner over a bad flying guy. Weave Fate?
Sure.
For the Sultai deck, I think Weave Fate's fine.
Yeah, I don't like any of those stupid flying guys. Secret's fine. Secret, actually, I'm pretty fond of.
It's definitely a hit or miss card for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that one I'll actually take, because having one of these in a Sultai deck is probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Especially if we're splashing a little bit of white, who knows? Because Abzan Charm is just so powerful that maybe you just splash for the damn thing.
Abzan Charm's way better than Sultai Charm, in my opinion.
Murderous Cut?
Wow, that's pretty good.
Or
that's great.
Opulent Palace.
Oh, no, not even close.
Murderous Cut?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah.
Alright.
Death Frenzy.
Death Frenzy is very powerful. Okay, so let me bring the Abzan Charm over here. We're going to keep it in the running for now. Okay. Death Frenzy is a good pseudo board wipe.
There's Sultai Scavenger. And
Scavenger is good.
That's about it.
Shambling Attendance is fine. So I think it's one of these three.
Yeah, it's definitely between Death Frenzy and Sultai Scavenger.
So do we need another flyer, or do we need a pseudo board wipe?
I like the flyer.
Okay, I like the flyer too.
Yeah, flying is just such a premium in this set, even more so than...
And we got 4 flyers now, so
yeah.
That's pretty solid. Our deck, the good thing we have going for us is our deck is almost mono black.
Yeah.
So that'll help us out a lot when it comes to fixing our mana, because it's going to be like, okay, so black plus this, black plus that. The only non-black cards we have actually are blue cards.
Well, we can get rid of the charm too at some point. If we have to cut, which it looks like we're going to have to. We're already at 24.
Soothsayer? Or Kintry Invocation?
I think it's Soothsayer.
Kintry can be very powerful, but I think you're right. I think it's Soothsayer.
Yeah, with our deck right now, we don't have any parapets or anything. Kintry is going to be like a 3 at the best, most.
Yeah, most likely a 3. Could get up to a 4, but most likely a 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Soothsayer is really nice here for us.
It's a good card too.
You want a second Dragon Throat? I told you, these things come around for some reason.
Oh, we have to pass Seagull away? That's gross.
Oh, what is... We could take a second Embodiment of Spring just to get our mana fixing.
Yuck.
Or we could take maybe like a Scout the Borders. That card's not bad for us.
Okay, that card's actually pretty good in our deck.
Because we have Delve.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one or two Scout the Borders wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, we don't need a third Skull Hunter.
Attendance or third Skull Hunter that you're just talking about?
Yeah, or Disdainful Stroke is actually quite playable in this deck, I think.
Yeah, it's probably even main boardable.
I
actually don't mind this.
Is it better than a Delve guy?
Well, okay, so we have Delve. This guy gets us Delve stuff. This can get us Delve stuff. Depends how reliant we want to be on our blue. Because this is better for the fact that it's just black mana versus this requires the blue mana. So which would you prefer? I'm thinking it's Disdainful Stroke.
Okay, yeah.
It's better if our opponent has some sort of nutty bomb.
Yeah, it's just... The utility cards are often a lot better than just the random 3/6s or whatever, 3/5s.
Another Dragon Throat. Someone's just like, here, take Dragon Throat.
We have a third Abomination, though. That card's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the Abomination. I also like Abzan Guide, but for our purposes, I'm pretty certain the third Abomination is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Both in a pack.
This is like the fourth Quiet Compensate.
That will definitely be a deck for someone. If they did, if they realized it, it would be a deck for someone. But since this is pick 36, no one seems to have realized it.
Right.
We could
Dragon Scale Boon, maybe?
We could take Dragon Scale Boon, or if you do want to have like Abzan Charm in there, we could use like Tranquil Cove.
You think we'll play the Charm?
The Charm is extremely powerful.
It is quite good. Okay.
I think I'd rather have a land over a Dragon Scale Boon.
Sure.
I mean, Dragon Scale Boon's fine, but we're very light on our green. So, Dismal Backwater or Scout the Borders?
Or Disowned Ancestors.
Or Disowned Ancestors is a perfectly reasonable creature, actually, for us. Do you want a creature, a land, or sorcery?
I kind of like the creature.
Well, we already have one Scout the Borders, so I think we're fine on Scout. Dismal Backwater helps fix our two main colors. But I think you're right. I think having an early Outlast creature is good for us. Plus, it makes our Skull Hunters better.
Yeah, you can attack for 0 and Skull Hunter.
I actually kind of like having another Embodiment of Spring.
Since we have double Skull Hunter, we can, again, attack for 0.
Right.
And Skull Hunter. That's kind of neat. Okay.
Plus, you get to make it into a delvable thing later on. So
we can find our one of plains then.
One of plains and our, like, 2 of or 3 of forest.
Right.
Okay. A Shambling Attendance here seems good.
Sure. Yeah.
Fine, I'll take one. Apparently, no one wants these silly dragon throws.
Well, yeah, Wetland Sambar to block.
Sideboard card, maybe?
Sure, feed the clan.
It does produce 2 of our colors, but we probably won't use it. Alright, so we'll have to do some adjustment here. A lot of adjustment here, actually.
Yeah. I can get rid of the Weave Fates.
I've actually found playing 1 Weave Fate isn't that bad, but I think in our case, you're right, we can get rid of the Weave Fates. I think we can get rid of the Feed the Clan.
I think.
The Charm. And this Charm, since we now have double Embodiment of Smurf.
A Dragon Throne.
Or Banner, sorry, Banners. Yeah, we can cut 1 Dragon Throne. 1 Dragon Throne is perfectly reasonable to have. So we're at 28, so we have to cut 5 more cards.
Okay, how about Mind Rot?
Yeah, let's cut Mind Rot. Here, let me sort it by creatures versus non-creatures here.
Yeah.
Because we'll cut some number of creatures based on our total number of creatures.
Get over there.
Get over here.
I know what you have to. You have to drag it to the second column.
Here, and then drag this one to here, and then drag this one to here. Fine, be that way.
Thanks, Moto.
Stupid Moto. Put that there. Put that there. Put this here. Do we actually want the Unyielding Krumars?
They are cuttable for sure.
We'll cut the Krumars. That puts us at 25. Let's see, what's next to get cut? Maybe Disdainful Stroke becomes a sideboard card?
Yeah.
Okay. Becomes a sideboard card. One last cut. Probably a creature based on our total creatures.
How about Embodiment?
Would you rather cut an Embodiment, or maybe like this Wind Scout who's not very often going to become bigger?
I think the Wind Scout is pretty good.
I mean, we have triple Abomination and double Scavenger for our flyers, and a Swarm.
You're right in that it won't be that great.
These eventually become things you can exile with Delve and fetch a land.
Okay, that's fine.
I think Wind Scout's a perfectly reasonable card. Alright, now we just got add lands. Let's see what Moto says. Moto says, you don't need any white sources because you're only playing 1 Abzan Charm and a Tranquil Cove. Fuck you, Moto. I need a white source. It says we need 3 islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is so awkward.
It says we need 3 forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, this is probably right.
We have a white and a blue off the Tranquil, so 4 islands. We have a green off the Jungle Hollow.
Yep, I think this is actually right.
Okay.
Alright, so we will submit this, and we will see you all in round 1.